Hola, buenos días. Es Nico.
Quang quang, quang 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 quang, quang 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 quang. Breaking news.
So today we're here to talk about Jaynite. Jaynite, you know that video I did on Mr.Bolden and Jaynite. So essentially he had DM'd me on Instagram threatening legal action. Nico, why are you laughing? Girl, because he ain't got no fucking case. But I want to break down what happened. Essentially, he was mad about this video that I did about him and Mr. Bolden and the quote-unquote leaked tape scenario. Which I never stated was fact. So it's not like it's defamation of character. Essentially, what happened is that Mr. Bolden had a video of him bottoming for Jaynite leak, and he alleged that Jaynite was the one that leaked it, but Jaynite said, no, allegedly, it was my ex-boyfriend that leaked it. But at that point, that means you sent it to your ex-boyfriend, if that's what he said, allegedly. I'm gonna be saying allegedly, like every other word, because you cannot, that's the thing. So let's continue with the story. Allegedly. So even in that case, he still gave it to his ex-boyfriend who then traded it around. So that's still revenge porn. Not to mention, he allegedly sold it on his OnlyFans, which we have screenshots. I mean, if you want to, I already delete, after a certain point, I delete old content that belonged to a different video from my phone just because it's collecting space. So if you want to watch that, watch the video. Go watch it really quickly. It's already at 3,000 whatever. But go watch it if you haven't watched it, if you want the full story on this. So basically, Mr. Bolden dropped Jamar's name. That's not hidden content, that's his name, Jamar. I'm not gonna say his last name because I didn't say it in my original video. All I did was show screenshots from a public forum to discuss the scenario at hand. So I am not at legal liability. I am not at legal misconduct, bitch, you cannot sue me. Not to mention, you don't know my government name. You the masked singer that went and sung out his name, bitch. You do not know my government name, so you cannot subpoena me. None of my social media has my government name. So it's like, I am not in legal misconduct because I did not leak any information. All I did was post information that was on a public forum into a video along with, you don't know my name. It's that simple. It's like, I understand you're upset because he came at me, please take that video down before I had to take legal action and report it. And my thing is, he can report the video, but I didn't go against any community guidelines by what I did. I didn't go against any community guidelines. And if he wanted to do a defamation of character lawsuit, all he would have claimed to is that I said he wasn't shit, and in my opinion, he's not shit. You cannot sue me for my opinion. I ain't tell nobody for a factuation. I said, you ain't shit. That's my opinion. So I'm not in any legal misconduct. And my thing is, I've never come on here and doxed people. I've never come on here and given out information. All I did was collect information with screenshots from a public platform while also collecting photos from a public platform. Girl, it's a public platform. Like, Model Mayhem is a public platform. Your images are up there. That is for public domain. Like, you can't, not to mention, I found that shit on Twitter. I found his shit on Twitter. Like, the images I inserted on here, that was also from a public platform, but I found the source on Model Mayhem under his legal name. Because his legal name was on a public platform. If anything, like I told him, in this situation, if you want to do legal misconduct, you should contact Mr. Bolden, who put your government name, which isn't necessarily doxing you. That's the thing. Putting out your name is not doxing you. He did not give out your telephone number. He did not give out your email. He did not give out your address. He simply stated your name. I am under no legal misconduct. Hell, Mr. Bolden is only under legal misconduct if you try to sue him about defamation of character on this video charge. You can't sue me. So my thing is, if he had like I stated in my message back to him, if you had came to me and said, I'm sorry, you have a case of misidentification, you know, that's not actually me in this story, you just picked up my pictures from Model Mayhem by accident or from Twitter by accident, I would have gladly taken it down like I told him. Or if you simply said this story is not true and gave me your side of the story, I would have taken it down too, because you know, every story there's his, hers, and the truth. But if you come out swinging talking about before I had to take legal action to report the video, baby, let's do it. I know the law. I know the law. I have law student friends. I have lawyer friends. I talked to both of them. I was like, am I in any legal misconduct? And they both said no, unless he says that you calling him shit ain't shit is defamation of character. There's nothing that you can do. Because at the end of the day, that's my opinion. You ain't shit. Especially because you didn't deny any of these like allegations. So I'm not necessarily saying he did anything. All I'm saying is he came on here and he tried to threaten to sue me. Well, we all know he ain't gonna fucking do shit. He threatened to sue me over a situation that doesn't necessarily involve me. It's more so just because I put the message on a bigger platform than just on Twitter. That's the issue. He's mad that I actually made a story about it rather than just letting it fade away in Twitter. And I understand, because I was going to make a video on masked OnlyFans performers anyway, so I understand that it affects your career and your job and stuff, but if that's the case, I don't necessarily care if that situation was true. As in, if you did, like I said, these are all allegations. If you actually leaked that video, I do not feel sorry about covering the story. If you did, if. I say you did. If you did it, I do not feel sorry about covering the story, because at that point, it's on you for being a terrible person. If you didn't, you did not try to clear your name whatsoever. You just let the chips fall where they may, so I covered the story. That's not on me. That's not on me. Like I said, in a lot of these situations, some of these people have the right to try to beat my ass because I'm basically spilling their tea that's on a public platform. But you ain't got no right to sue me. So if anything, you could try to catch me in the streets and try to fight me. But at that point, I would get your ass locked up. I would get your ass locked up, and it's really gonna affect your career. But you cannot sue me. You can report the video, like I said, and if it gets taken down, it gets taken down, that's whatever. But at that point, I'm not under any legal misconduct. So if you ever have an issue with something that I say on here, if you ever want me to take down a story because that's not the truth, I need you to come and talk to me respectfully and not try to threaten me with a hypothetical legal team, because bitch, you ain't got no fucking case. You ain't got my government name. You don't have a leg to stand on. It's just, it was like an empty threat. And I talked to my journalist friend about it. He was like, you're not under, like, these OnlyFans girls might be able to threaten people that aren't educated on the legal system, but you are not under any legal misconduct or like any way that he could possibly sue you by simply giving your opinion on the scenario after telling a story that was on a public forum. Girl, you do not have a leg to stand on. If, like I said, if you had come to me politely and we talked it out, we could have done that. But do not threaten me. Do not, because my thing is, I'm very respectful. I simply covered the story and gave my opinion on if the scenario was real, what I would think about those people, hypothetically. But baby, you can't sue me. It's freedom of speech at that point, because I'm just giving my opinion. But yeah, that's the story. That is him. He confirmed that was him. I'm not going to give y'all his like private Instagram, but he messaged me off of his private Instagram about taking legal action when I did not saying your legal name is not doxing. That's that's the thing. It's like he's like threatening me, and I'm like, saying your legal name is not doxing you, because most people have their legal name on their social media platforms. He has his legal name on his he has his legal name on his private Instagram like platform. So it's like, you are obviously online. You are obviously not that big into hiding if you're telling people your government name before you film with them. Your full government name at that. Girl, you don't gotta play these games with me. So I did not dox you. I'm not in any legal misconduct. Just sit this one out. Sit this one out and take the L, move on. Like, that is that simple. Because all I did was collect your pictures off of Twitter. I took screenshots off of Twitter. I found Model Mayhem, which also is a public platform. I have done nothing illegal. I have done nothing illegal. If I did something illegal, I would have been shaking in my boots, but I'm not. So yeah, that's the video. If you want to help me with my legal fees, follow me on Patreon at patreon.com/NikosAesthetics. If you like video games, follow me at twitch.tv/NikosAesthetics. If you like thirst traps, Instagram, Nikos Aesthetics. If you like Twitter, humor, thirst traps, Nikos Aesthetics. If you like violence, Nikos Aesthetic on Twitter. And that's about it. I'm done plugging. I'm done with the situation. Girl, you should have came at me a different kind of way and we could have worked this out. Do not threaten me. Do not go back and forth with me, because my thing is, I know the law, baby. Don't do that. But yeah. Boop.
And once again, a quick thank you to all my patrons on Patreon, and a quick shout out to my third eye tier patrons. Your support means everything to me and helps me do this a lot more smoothly. I will also be listing this week's live stream topic in case anybody wants to join in on the fun. I will see you guys there.